Good evening and welcome to King Arena here on the campus of Wheaton College for this men's basketball CCIW matchup. Tonight's contenders, your home team, the Wheaton College Thunder versus the visiting Augustana Vikings. I'm Don Crowder, joined by Dalton Van Esselston here in the commentary booth. So glad to be back with you on WTSN for the new year. Thank you so much for joining us here, and we will send it down to the court for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wheaton College basketball. Tonight we have the Wheaton College Thunder going up against the Augustana College Vikings. And now would everyone please rise for the playing of the national anthem. And now the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Augustana, at guard, a 5'11" senior out of Longmont, number 5, Luke Johnson. At another guard, a 5'9" junior out of Hersey High School, that's number 4, Matt Hanaszewski. At guard, a 6'3" junior out of St. Charles East High School, that's number 23, Nate Ortiz. At forward, a 6'5" freshman out of Phoenix, that's number 25, Nicholas Giliberto. And at center, a 6'8" junior out of Highlands Ranch, that's number 45, Dan Carr. Augustana is coached by Tom Jesse, who's assisted by Jordan Delp, Dallas Dua, Alex Washington, and Dylan Sortillo. And now Wheaton College fans, on your feet, the starting lineup for your Wheaton College Thunder. At guard, a 6'1" senior out of Bartlett, number 4, Colin U. Vegas. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore out of Columbus, number 12, Nick Chavello. At guard, a 5'11" senior out of Thunder Ridge, that's number 13, Tyson Cruikshank. At guard, a 6'1" senior out of Orlando, number 20, Namie Ado. And at center for the Thunder, a 6'6" senior out of Mechanicsburg, PA. Of course, that's number 2, Cade Alioth. Wheaton College is coached by Mike Schauer, assisted by JP, John Panner, and Mr. Zach Wong.
Welcome back to the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network here on the campus of Wheaton College. If you're just joining us here on this Wednesday evening, I'm Don Crowder, joined by Dalton Van Esselston here, bringing you live commentary on WTSN. Great game tonight, Dalton. CCIW, we have Coach Schauer there on the camera. He's been having a great season so far, a couple of seasons in a row of excellent play. The Thunder are 12-2 right now. They sit at number 10 in the nation. Some could argue that that's a little bit of a myth there, because they have knocked off some good opponents, not least including Illinois Wesleyan a couple of weeks ago. But here we go, Dalton, against Augustana, a former powerhouse in the CCIW at 7-6, still nothing to sneeze at, and it will be Cade Alioth going toe-to-toe with Dan Carr, and it's won by the Thunder.
And with any CCIW matchup, Don, you're always going to get a good contest no matter what the record is for each team in the conference. So you can expect Augustana to come into this game with a really good mindset of just that they're going to compete and they're going to play well.
Nick Chiavello up to the rim. First couple of points, getting a rare start here, the sophomore. He was one of the only freshmen that featured at all last season under Coach Schauer, and it seems that he is becoming more and more trusted in this system. Of course, a couple injuries. Eli Constantine, you can see there on the leftmost of the bench. He's not suited up. You know what's going on there, Dalton?
I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully it's something that just knocks him out for one game and he'll be back before we know it.
Wild shot on the other end, and Tyson's going to get things going the other way. Such an electric player to watch. Scored a career high at, I believe, 34 points in a win last week, and he was named the CCIW Player of the Week. And here he is with the triple, number 13, adds 3 more to his tally.
He had a great winter break, a lot of good games over the break we had for the students, and he's coming out firing again and just keeping that streak going.
Yeah, you talk about that break, Dalton. Wheaton suffered a bit of a surprising loss against Barry. I mean, how does that really impact the team?
You know, I actually was watching that game down over break, and it just really didn't seem like that loss would affect them too poorly. They came back and then won the next game, so you can know that Wheaton is going to bounce back and bounce back hard, and they are proving that here, getting off to a fast start. That no loss really deters them too much.
Cruikshank with 7 on the shot clock. High screen from a very tall Alioth, and here comes Cruikshank to the rim. Might have gotten swatted from behind. Other ways, it's a good defensive possession there for the Vikings. Other way, Hanaszewski in the corner, driving inside. Oh, did he get blocked or did he just lose it on the way up? That was Ortiz. Couldn't get the open layup to fall. Colin Uvegas over to Cruikshank, and now Alioth. The Thunder swinging it around very effectively outside the arc. A dome over to Chiavello. And down low, here's Alioth working against the taller Carr. Has to kick it out. A dome, deep 3. No good. Rebound falls to Chiavello. Acrobatic rebound by the forward. And then the jump hook, no good. And Carr will corral that rebound. 6'8", 235. He'll look to have a tough matchup against Cade down low. Hanaszewski trying to work on Cruikshank, does get him with the jab step, and then goes up for 2.
I like seeing early action in the post, especially feeding Alioth, who's having a great season so far, and feeding Chiavello down low to get him some looks early. He's been able to get over to his strong hand twice now and able to convert on one.
Hanaszewski bringing things up the other way. Here's Carr. Driving down. Luke Johnson. Carr thinks about the 3. An acrobatic big man. Doesn't get the lucky bounce, and Alioth with the rebound. They go quickly to Alioth. He can't control it. Luke Johnson the other way. Here's Ortiz. Johnson. Up top, miss there by Filiberto. And now Cruikshank on the fast break, and you know he likes to do it. He likes to push those fast breaks, and that's why he's one of the fastest players with the ball that King Arena has ever seen. He adds 2 more.
And he can abuse that matchup all night long. He's taller than his defender, and he can just get to the rim and rise up over the defender.
Early foul call there, bit of an arm bar, and we can just see it. We can't see it, really obstructed there from view by the body of Ortiz. We're going to have a triple of substitutions here for Augustana as they sub in a couple new players. That's Justin Bodorf and Luke Seifert, as well as Tyler Newth.
And we get Luke Anthony in his first few minutes of the game to check in for Colin Uvegas.
Hanaszewski kicks it back out. Long 2-pointer there, rims out from Bodorf, and the ball is brought down. Anthony, not normally a ball handler, forced to give it up. And has it back here. Chiavello. The Dome gonna pull, yep, okay. And they're on fire so far to start this game, 12-4. Bit of an early run into three-pointers, proving to be very deadly for Wheaton here. Crossover from Hanaszewski. Another long two. This one's a pretty shot, and it goes in from Bodorf. Cuts the lead back to 6.
For a big man, he's showing that he's kind of quick off the dribble and able to get to his spot on that elbow and pull up.
Cruikshank, they want to go down low. Alioth is double teamed immediately. That's going to leave a Dome wide open in the corner. Misses it. But that is something to keep track of. They're going for the double on Alioth down low. They've seen the season he's having. They've seen the prospective All-American stats that he's putting up every night. And they're going to try and remedy that, as that's a nice double move down low. First points of the game for Dua.
Alioth's done a great job all season of just bullying his defender in the paint, and Augustana has taken notice of that, as you mentioned, Don, and every time they double, and Alioth did a great job of finding a Dome wide open and just unable to hit that, and Alioth extending his range a little bit, pulling up from deep right there.
You know, he's shooting 33%, so it's not horrible from behind the arc, but still, maybe not the best shot. And of course, on the other end, a bit of a fast break point as Dua puts up 3 more. The lead immediately cut to 1, so the Vikings responding to that Wheaton surge. Alioth down low. This time they don't double him. It's a late double this time, and Chiavello and 1. So the vision of Alioth here, getting an assist and a nice finish there from the sophomore.
Chiavello's able to kind of double clutch there and stay in the air enough to get a good look at the hoop and convert the layup to get an and 1 opportunity.
We're going to get a timeout here, the first of the night. This one taken by the Vikings. And we get a bit of a breather. It's been a great first half so far, 14-11. Both teams shooting pretty well. 45% for Augie and 54% for Wheaton College. Of course, they're going to hope to improve those numbers as the game goes on. But, man, Dalton, very impressed with what I've been seeing so far. Tyson Cruikshank looks like he hasn't missed a beat. A Dome, of course, probably going to be an All-American and showing why tonight. But Augustana certainly proving that they can keep up here. Dua, spark plug off the bench. It's been exciting.
It has been, and Nick Chiavello is providing great minutes right now as a starter, getting one of his few starts for the year with 4 points already and a rebound, and showing some great movement off the ball. And he's about to have a free throw opportunity here to get his point total to 5.
And Chiavello, excuse me, Dalton, sorry I cut you off there. You finished?
Oh, no, you're good. I was just going to say we got some subs coming in. Spencer Peterson is checked in, and Vegas is checked back in. And we got Nate Sock at the scorer's table, probably going to be checking in for Chiavello once he takes the free throw.
Yeah, so we had Spencer Peterson and Luke Anthony. We talk a lot about their introduction back to the team after finishing out their football season, and Luke Anthony has certainly made an instant impact. He hasn't started any games, but averages about 23 minutes per night. Spencer Peterson, big body down low, about 10 minutes per night. So very great that Coach Schauer is able to use 2 extremely experienced players in that rotation. Spencer Peterson, a first-team all-conference tight end. So experience, talent, athleticism, and that goes across the board in the Seaside W. All these teams are extremely well-versed in what it means to be an elite competitor. Off-ball foul there. I think that was Nate Sock guarding the much taller Bodorf. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Peterson.
Peterson, I think, held him while he was trying to do a backdoor cut on him. Pretty easy call for the ref right there.
Hanaszewski. Bodorf collects in the corner, shakes Peterson, goes to the rim. That's a really nice finish. Really tough finish there. 2 more points for Augie. The Dome being guarded by the recently introduced Matt Hawkins. Shakes him pretty quickly. Over to you, Vegas. Anthony for 3. No good. Nice rebound. And again, Bottorff at the center of it all. He's been a great impact sub here for the Vikings.
For being a big man, he really does move like a guard, and you can see him extending the floor already, being out by the three-point line. And off the dribble on the baseline, was able to slide by Peterson.
Dua driving inside is going to get Colin Uvegas, I think. And again, pretty easy call. Hanaszewski looking for someone to go to. Bottorff on the inbounds, pretty shot, and 2 more for Justin Bottorff. Here's Uvegas, Peterson. Now Luke Anthony. Doesn't usually go down low, but he does here. Peterson, acrobatic rebound, puts it up. Third chance effort, gets his own rebound again, loses it. I'm not sure why he put it back on the floor there, but great hustle from Peterson.
I was going to say there's no need for a dribble there, especially as the biggest guy on the court. There's no need to put the ball on the ground when you have 4 other defenders around you. If he kept that by his chin, he would be able to kick it out or go back up again.
Couple players back into the game for both sides. Dan Carr, as you can see, is going to get it to Johnson, who has been reintroduced, and then Alioth, as well as Cruikshank back in for the Thunder, hoping to fix a bit of a stagnant couple of minutes for Wheaton. Hawkins looks for the pick and roll. Instead, driving inside, nice move. And the hook is just a little short from Gillingham. Risky pass. It's going to be a push, and Uvegas can't believe it. Let's see this again.
Oh, well, I don't think that. I don't know about that, but it might have gone off Uvegas' hands before it hit the Augie player. I'm not sure.
That's going to be Uvegas' second foul, and he will go to the bench. Nice composure there from Gillingham down low. And gets 2 points. Augustana takes their first lead of the night, but they give Anthony room here, and that's never a good idea as he hits the triple.
They gave him a lot of space and a lot of time to compose himself, take one dribble to get into rhythm, get his feet set, and that's easy money all night long.
Gillingham over to Hawkins. Now dribbling down. Carr and Alioth just didn't quite have the positioning there. It's an easy layup for the 6'8" Dan Carr. 1 point lead here for Augustana. As the Thunder are looking to shift the ball around, the Dome's got it, and now Alioth. Cross court, Anthony thought about the shot, but Gillingham was a little too close. And a bit of a chaotic turn of events there. We're going to get a double dribble. I can't believe it.
For all of that, Wheaton still gets the ball with a fresh shot clock, too.
Thunder searching for answers here. 1 for 5 in their last 5 attempts. And Alioth will inbound to Cruikshank. And the Vikings just playing intense defense right now. We didn't see this in the first couple minutes of the game, but now it looks like they've really lit a fire under their bellies here, and Cruikshank will have to do something himself with 9 on the shot clock. And look at the way Dan Carr just enveloped that rebound.
And if he's around the rim, no one else is going to get that rebound but him.
In the post, working on Alioth. Back to Hawkins. High screen set, Hawkins Driving in on Chiavello, who's playing some great defense, and then it's thrown over. Carr, who saves it. Really nice save there from the junior. Long rebound, falls to Adome. Hawkins is tripped by his own player. Adome will take advantage and go to Alioth, and that's a strong finish. That's what we've come to expect from Cade.
And that's exactly what Wheaton needed. They needed a little break there as Adome's defender fell at around half court. Adome was able to drive and draw the double team and slide it by the defenders to Alioth for an easy finish and opportunity for a three-point play.
And he makes it. Definitely been a physical game tonight, but not too many shooting fouls. That was only the second free throw of the night, and both have been makes for Wheaton. Carr down low. This is the layup. It was good cover defense from Adome, and Alioth found the rebound. Cruikshank off the move, kicked out. You almost wish he would have gone up with that layup there. Looked like he had some space. Ooh, Adome for three. Bit off balance and can't find the stroke.
It was a good idea, but the defender just surprisingly was able to stick with Adome some more there on the step back.
Carr working on Alioth, and he will get the lucky bounce there. It's been a good battle between the two of them. And I'm wondering when we'll see Justin Bodorf back into the game. He was cooking, 6 points off 3 for 4 shooting, playing some good defense as well. Nice vision from Alioth. In the corner is Chiavello, who misses another three-pointer. He doesn't have the best three-point record this season, shooting only 14% from behind the arc, but hopefully he'll find his shooting stroke soon.
And with wide open looks like that, if you get those consistently enough, they'll start falling, and then the confidence will go up too, and he'll be able to take some more shots like that.
Cruikshank spinning around. Yep, 2 more for Tyson, and he hustles back to get into position. He plays both sides of the ball. Gilberto, hard screen by Carr. Here's Johnson, over to Gillingham, who's defended well and has to dish the ball off. 8 on the shot clock, and it's Carr. Gets Alioth in the air, can't find the open look, and the ball falls to Wheaton. Tyson pushing things up the floor to Chiavello. And here we go, Nick Chiavello making a great impact, 7 points in his second start, and we're gonna see another timeout in the game.
You know, Wheaton really needs to start getting out in transition some more. That's where they're scoring most of their points right now. And if they can get that ball off the rim on a miss or on a make, if they can inbound it quickly, and with the guards that we have, Adome and Cruikshank can get the ball up the court in no time and be able to kind of get the defense on their heels and do whatever they want with the ball and get to the rim or pass it off. And we've seen that a couple times with Adome feeding Alioth, and then right there, Cruikshank feeding Chiavello.
Wheaton recapturing the lead, 25-23 here with 7 minutes to play in the first half. They're going to send out a couple different players. Eddie Scott will get his first minutes of the night, having a great junior campaign. He's had 5 starts and 13 appearances, averages about 13 minutes a night, and really for those first couple games when the Thunder didn't have Luke Anthony or Colin Uvegas due to injury, he was one of the main guys, and hopefully he can do something here. As just like that, Bodorf, 2 seconds into his introduction back to the game, he scores.
Their whole offense right now for Augustana is just setting a high ball screen and have the big man either pop out or roll to the hoop, and there's just not that rotation there or the right hedging, and then getting and fighting back to their defender from Wheaton. There's a step too slow right now on these screens.
Shusky over to Bodorf. Long 2, no good. Nice sock with a nice rebound. The Vikings get back into position quickly. Crookshank will try to exploit it still, but can't quite get it to work. Now working the other way on Alioth. Oh my goodness!
He grabbed that out of the air and said, "I'll take that, sir."
We need a replay of that, Glenn. Next dead ball. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Crookshank pulling up, and it's short. That was a deep three. Vikings the other way. Bodorf calling for it. Here's Hanaszewski. And just like you said, Dalton, that high screen once again. This time it doesn't quite work. And it's going to stay here for the Vikings.
I think here's a replay of the block.
Oh, man.
Man, I would never think to go up against Alioth, especially on a fast break with him a head taller than me.
Oh, yeah. And that was Carter Dua, 6 foot tall. And Chiavello again dazzling underneath the rim. 9 points for the sophomore. He leads all scorers tonight.
I really like the way Chiavello plays. He's just long and lean, but also pretty built too, where he's a strong defender, but able to get out on a fast break. And I also like a nice smooth lefty stroke too.
And he's playing with a little bit of finger tape too. Wonder if he's got maybe a sprained left finger or something. So even more impressive if he's playing through injury. What do they call here? They called a charge there. Interesting. What did you see there, Dalton?
I mean, the Dome's driving into 4 defenders there, and while the defender may be a little on his heels and moving and sliding, I think just the shoulder being a little lower might have just caused the ref to make that decision pretty easily.
Hanaszewski, nice pass over to Hawkins. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound falls to Luke Anthony. Alioth. Over to Anthony for 3, no good. Front rims it. Tries to get his own rebound, but it was good hustle from Hawkins to prevent that from happening. Here's Carter Dua. Over to Bodorf for 3. That one's good. No one can stop Justin Bodorf tonight. He is on fire.
He is really having a good game, and a little bit of an unconventional release, I think. I think his right hand goes past his left arm. It looks weird at the top of its release, but if it's going in, I'm not one to say anything.
After the loose ball goes the Vikings' way. Eddie Scott will check back in, and then on the other side of the ball, Tyler Knuth will be reintroduced to the game. Augustana holding on to a 1-point lead here. It's been a great game at King Arena. Certainly more competitive maybe than Coach Schauer would have hoped here. You got your 10th ranked Thunder at home with not a whole lot of pressure. The crowd's gone, and you're coming off of, as you said, Dalton, a very big win against North Park. But the Vikings, great program, great head coach, and Coach Jesse, and you're really proving that they're here to stay. Youth on the follow-up, able to put it in, and Augustana with a 3-point lead here. A couple of their players standing up on the bench, a lot of spirit over there for Augustana. And then the entry pass denied.
Kickball right there. And Don, I think you're right with the impact that the no fans are having. When Wheaton goes on a little run, it's really easy to have that run go up to 15, 20 points just because they're able to feed off the energy of the crowd that's around them. And with that not here, they're trying to muster that in their own strength from the bench right now. And Daniel Garza is leading the charge on the bench, getting everyone hyped up during the starting lineups. So we'll see if we can get the energy going and get the few people that are in this arena pumped up too.
Yeah, definitely a shame to be missing fans like Abe Plimpton, you know, being willing to take off their shirts and paint numbers backwards on their bellies. It shows the testament to this Wheaton character. You know, students really love their sports teams. And as you said, definitely a huge blow to be missing out on the fans here.
And Alioth grabs another rebound there. He's averaging 12 for the season and already has 7 tonight. So he is already headed to 10 rebounds, and hopefully he gets that double-double that we love to see from him. And that will help right there with a nice 3 from Alioth. Ties the game up at 30. We'll see if Wheaton can get a stop on this end.
Yeah, they do not. You know, you mentioned Cade's averaging numbers. He's starting to get some national recognition. He's got an NCAA Division III leading 11 double-doubles this season. So
that's really impressive. In 14 games this season, he has 11 double-doubles.
All I'm saying is, since game 1, I have said All-American. It's happening this year for Cade Alioth.
When you have 3 guys like Wheaton averaging over 15 points and one averaging over 20 points, it really does help that you can find scoring wherever you want. And with guys like Luke Anthony coming off the bench, averaging 9 a game, it really helps with the rotations that you can put in, the different lineups that you can put too.
Yeah, just talking about lineups, you know, Colin Uvegas is typically a starter under Coach Shower, but doesn't always score that much. He makes a lot of contributions in the ball handling and defensive teams, so yeah, it's a good point. A lot of matchups here for Wheaton, as Alioth is going to get called for another charge, and it's too bad for him. He came in and is now going to immediately come back out.
It's interesting, though, that the ref by the Augustana bench called that and not the ref on the baseline, who has the best line of sight on that. So I don't know if the ref on the baseline didn't see it or what was going on there, or if the ref by the bench heard Augustana coach yell for a charge. I'm not 100% sure.
Nice rebound from Carr, but then he loses it down low. As we can see here on the replay, only a minute 21 left in this first half. Augustana really progressing well in this game, 32-30. Of course, a tough road matchup for them against the number 10 Thunder. King Arena, even without the fans, that's difficult. It's a 2-hour drive from Rock Island, so these players have to deal with that as well. But Alioth, once again, down low, cannot be stopped.
Great footwork by Cade right here. He's able to get the defender on his back hip and reposition himself to get an easy feed in and get the defender to slide by and go up for an easy layup against the smaller defender. And Wheaton is now 3 for 3 from the line. We've had 3 free throws, all coming at the end of an and one opportunity.
Anashewski back into the game after a couple minutes rest for this last minute. Johnson working in on Uvegas, fade away from the free throw line, no good. Carr with the rebound. Carr working on Alioth, gets down low, gets the position, and gets the bucket.
And you see Carr there, he was not able to back down Alioth, but since he's a little taller, he's able to get better position and go up stronger with that.
Cruikshank dispossessed there off the efforts of Hanaszewski, and Alioth smartly calling a timeout with 19 seconds left on the shot clock.
I'd love to see what Shower will drop right here. Hopefully we'll work the ball around a little bit, a few off-ball screens, maybe get someone cutting for a layup to close out their potential last possession of the half and secure a lead heading into the locker rooms, but we'll see what they draw up.
They're out of that timeout quickly, but Augustana still talking it through a little more. Not going to want to give up a big play here, unnecessarily. And you see Chevello, Anthony, Cruikshank, Uvegas, and Alioth out on the court for Wheaton. So a bit of a three-point shooting lineup here to close out the half. Here is Tyson on the ball.
I think they're in a 2-3 zone right now, it looks like. Maybe not.
6 on the shot clock.
Switching everything.
And that is a good call, I think. Hawkins had his hands all over Cruikshank here on this drive.
It should put the shot. Yeah, the shot clock now is turned off, since that would reset to 14. Wheaton might be able to work for the last possession or last shot instead of a quick one.
They go back to Tyson. Now Uvegas. Colin Uvegas, top of the key, splash. Closing out the half in a big way. Colin Uvegas, 4-3. He's going to put Wheaton back on top, 36-34. Great half so far, Dalton. Pretty excited for how this game's going to turn out.
Yeah, we love a good conference matchup, and Augustana is really putting up a big fight with the number 10 Wheaton Thunder. And Wheaton will head into the locker room with a 2-point lead after a Colin Uvegas 3. It's been a good first half so far.
Yep, we'll take about a 15-minute break, but be sure to join us back here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
Hello, my name's Priscilla, and I'm an applied health science major from Portland, Oregon. Thanks for joining our tour today.
And I'm Blake. I'm a history and communication major from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to Wheaton. Let's get started. Established in 1860, Wheaton College is guided by its original mission for Christ and His kingdom, a mission to educate the whole person and prepare you to make the difference God is calling you to make. Our 2,400 undergraduate students come from all 50 states and over 70 countries to make Wheaton College their home for the next 4 years.
We're located in Wheaton, Illinois. Campus is only a short walk from a downtown area filled with coffee shops, parks, and restaurants. We're also next to a train stop that will take you directly into downtown Chicago. There, our students can access the arts, culture, internships, and job opportunities that the nation's third largest city provides. Also, your Wheaton student ID gets you free access to the Art Institute of Chicago, one of the largest art museums in the United States.
Our first stop is Blanchard Hall, the oldest and most iconic building on campus. Blanchard was built in 4 separate sections, beginning in 1853 and completed in 1927. It currently houses several academic departments and administrative offices. Since our founding, Wheaton has only had 8 presidents, starting with Jonathan Blanchard, a known abolitionist and believer in quality education for all. Our current president, Dr. Philip Wheaton, began his term in 2010, and the students are big fans of his. He regularly captains intramural teams, invites students over to his house for game nights, and if you ever need to find him, check the basketball courts around 6 a.m. He'll probably be playing his regularly scheduled pickup game in the Krauser Sports Complex.
Also featured in Blanchard Hall is our Missions Wall, a celebration of alumni who have gone on to serve in cross-cultural missions. Hundreds of names and decades of service around the world. Wheaton's commitment to academic excellence, the liberal arts, and education of the whole person will prepare you for whatever and wherever God is calling you, from the mission field to the boardroom.
We have over 50 majors, certificate programs, and accelerated master's programs. Our student-to-faculty ratio is about 10-1, and our average class size is about 23 students, which means you'll definitely get to know your professors. What's even better is that they will actually be intentional about getting to know you outside of the classroom, whether it be through office hours, meals in the dining hall, or even inviting students over to their homes for dinner. Few things make me happier than a home-cooked meal.
Wheaton values experiential learning for all students. We offer extensive study abroad opportunities through our Office of Global Programs and Studies. There are over 70 semester and summer programs. This next year, I'll be studying abroad through our Human Needs and Global Resources program, what we call Hunger. Hunger is an academic certificate program unique to Wheaton. It can be added to any major and includes on-campus coursework as well as a 6-month internship abroad, where you integrate your area of study with cross-cultural research and service.
Our next stop is Edmond Chapel. 3 times a week, students gather here for prayer and worship. Now I gotta be honest, having chapel 3 times a week seemed a little intimidating. but our chaplain's office does an incredible job at making chapel an engaging and enriching experience. We have diverse speakers from all over the world come to teach, as well as members from our own faculty, staff, and even student body. Chapel bands and student ensembles from our conservatory lead us in worship as well. Chapel is central to our mission because it refocuses our hearts and minds on God and on what Jesus is doing both in our lives and throughout the world. This large space also hosts concerts by Wheaton ensembles, guest artists, the annual talent show, and other student events run by our college union.
Armitage Center for Music and the Arts houses our Conservatory of Music. The conservatory provides professional training in music performance, music education, composition, and more with world-class faculty. Armitage was completely renovated in 2017 for our conservatory, with a recital hall, 2 recording studios, a digital keyboard lab, faculty studios, practice rooms, and more, all specifically designed with musical acoustics in mind. A new 650-seat concert hall and a large choral rehearsal room opened in August 2020, completing the second stage of renovation. Dr. Michael Wilder, our Dean of the Conservatory, Arts, and Communication, frequently reminds us of the biblical importance of music and worship. Even if you're not a music major, you can participate in one of our many ensembles or take private lessons, and you can add a certificate in worship arts to any major. Coming to college to study the sciences, I didn't know if I'd be able to stay involved in music, but quickly found musical outlets in gospel choir and our co-ed a cappella group, Amplify A Cappella. Even with ensembles I'm not involved in, there are plenty of opportunities to enjoy campus concerts and performances each semester.
Krauser Sports Complex is home to 21 NCAA Division III intercollegiate teams, who combined have won over 40 conference championships in the last 10 years. We also have 7 club sports teams and many student-led intramurals, including sand volleyball, inner-tube water polo, and more. 80% of the student body is involved in the activities offered through the Krauser Sports Complex. So Krauser plays a big part in student life at Wheaton. It has practice gyms, a rock climbing wall, a fully equipped weight room, and a dance studio featuring group fitness classes. Also housed in Krauser is a 25-meter pool and King Arena, used by our varsity volleyball, wrestling, and basketball teams. Our varsity men's basketball team made a Division III Final Four appearance in 2019. Across campus, you will see McCulley Stadium, home to the Wheaton Thunder football team, who advanced to the Division III quarterfinals in 2019. And next to that is Joe Bean Stadium, home to our men's and women's soccer teams. Let's go Thunder! Wheaton is a residential campus, and 90% of our students live on campus all 4 years, whether in residence halls, apartments, or houses. If you're an incoming freshman, you'll be living in one of our 2 underclassmen residence halls, Fisher Hall or Smith-Traber Hall.
With 75% of our students coming from outside of Illinois, we aren't a school where students go home on the weekends. Instead, students invest in making Wheaton their home, and residence life is a prime example of how living in community is central to our lives as Christians and central to daily life at Wheaton. Dedicated residence life staff supports students mentally, physically, and spiritually. Student residence assistants on each floor plan events and community building opportunities, like the annual Oktoberfest, a contest specific to Smith-Traber Hall, where floors prepare and offer immersive, themed tours.
But if you ask me, I had way more fun at the Fisher Dodgeball Tournament.
However, I think we can all agree that Smith-Traber is clearly the superior residence hall.
That's hilarious. Even the visitors watching know that Fisher is obviously better.
Our next stop is Myers Science Center. Rising from the rocks to the stars, with geology and environmental science on the lower level, and moving up to our observatory at the top, this structure is built on a grounded passion for learning through and from God's creation. Wheaton's commitment to the integration of faith and learning continues strongly through our study of the sciences. At Wheaton, we believe that all truth is God's truth, so the study of God's created order is both an academic and a spiritual pursuit. Almost all professors have their own labs where undergrad students conduct research alongside them. We offer rigorous preparation for pre-health tracks through our dedicated health professions office. As an applied health science major on the pre-nursing track, my hands-on learning experiences here have profoundly shaped my passion for the sciences. Getting to learn in the cadaver lab only deepened the way that I understand and engage my faith in relation to our physical embodiment. Meyer is also home to Perry the Mastodon, one of the most complete mastodon skeletons in North America. Found in nearby Glen Ellen in 1963, Perry was excavated by Wheaton geology students and now has inspired our Thunder mascot, Tor.
Beamer Student Center was named after Todd M. Beamer, a 1991 Wheaton alum who lost his life on Flight 93 during the 9/11 attacks. His famous words, "Let's roll," have become a motto to us here at Wheaton. Lower level Beamer, or low beams as we like to call it, is where you'll find study spaces, Sam's Coffee Shop, the Stoop Grill where you can grab some burgers and fries, a game room, the college post office, and the chaplain's office. Beamer also houses many of our student engagement offices, such as the Student Activities, the Office of Christian Outreach, the Office of Multicultural Development, and International Student Programs. Not to mention more than 75 student-initiated clubs and student-led groups. Low Beams is a pretty busy place. Each office has its own staff committed to student growth and resources for learning outside the classroom and having fun outside the classroom. But one of my all-time favorite spots in Low Beams is Gold Star Chapel, a small prayer chapel that's perfect for quiet devotional times. It's named Gold Star for the 39 Wheaton College students who gave their lives during World War II.
Beamer Student Center also houses Anderson Commons, our main dining hall served by Bon Appetit. We've been consistently ranked among the top in the nation for our food, and Bon Appetit is committed to preparing locally sourced meals in their scratch kitchen. The dining hall is a great place to meet friends old and new, enjoy a meal with one of your professors, and delve even deeper into the campus community.
Right across from Beamer is our bookstore and the Center for Vocation and Career, or the CVC. The CVC prepares you to take your Wheaton education out into the world. With dedicated career coaches assigned to specific majors, they will provide plenty of opportunities for growth throughout your 4 years here. Offering more than just the traditional resume and interview help, the CVC helps you figure out who you are, what strengths you bring, and where God is calling you through a curriculum of self-reflection, career exploration, and a commitment to internships. They also help networking and introducing students to employers. Wheaton has an extensive and international network of alumni who love to connect with and offer opportunities to current students.
At Wheaton, you don't have to settle. Wheaton gives you an opportunity to become the person God is calling you to be and prepares you to make the difference God is calling you to make for Christ and His kingdom.
Thank you for joining our tour today. Know that the admissions office and many more on this campus are praying for you, praying that the Lord would direct your next steps and guide your college decision. We would love to connect with you further. Contact the admissions office to meet your admissions counselor, get your questions answered, and to set up your next visit. We look forward to meeting you. See you soon.
Welcome back to King Arena here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. We're bringing you live coverage of the second half of this great CCIW men's basketball matchup between the home team, Wheaton College Thunder, and the visiting Augustana Vikings. I'm Don Crowder, joined by Dalton Van Esselstyn here in the commentary booth, and we're going to get right into it in about a minute here. Wheaton College leads 36-34, but Dalton, it's been a very close contest, a very exciting contest, and very excited to see how this one plays out.
It has, yeah. The Wheaton Stars have played a lot of the minutes in the first half, as usual, but Augustana, all of their points are coming off the bench right now. They have 22 bench points out of the 34 points, led by Bodorf, who has 11 points off the bench, shooting 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep. So all of their points really are coming off the bench. They're taking advantage of Wheaton's second unit right now. We'll see how Coach Schauer can adjust to lower their bench scoring and get this lead extended.
It will be Wheaton to start things off, and it is in the hands of their talisman, Namie Adome. A bit slow tonight with 5 points, but he often likes to kick things up in the second half, so we'll see if there's more to come from the All-American. Chiavello spinning inside. Nick Chiavello can't get the lucky bounce, and it's Carr with yet another rebound. It's his 8th rebound of the night. Hanaszewski driving inside. Good defense from Cruikshank. And then the backdoor cut. Tyson just fell asleep there, and Hanaszewski adds 2 more.
He lost Hanaszewski right behind him as he had his back turned to him, and he's able to slip by and have an easy backdoor cut, an easy layup.
Adome cutting inside. Out to the corner. Uvegas thinks about the 3, drives inside, and then we're going to get a foul called. Uvegas drew some contact there.
You can see a foul there. He has tried to reach his left hand in with the ball and got all arm.
Tyson, deep 3. Got it. Top of the key. It looked like Luke Johnson maybe was going to get a piece of it, but Tyson knows what he's doing.
It was left alone, and a good closeout, but not able to get a full contest on Tyson Cruikshank.
And then down to the rim. Hanaszewski can't get it to roll this time. Adome to Uvegas. Alioth bowls from 3. Same region where Tyson hit a little bit earlier, and then Chiavello hustle play. Once again being at the center of attention there, Nick Chiavello, the sophomore. He's got 9 points tonight, but a lot of his contributions coming with plays like that, getting his second start of the season. Adome, quick first step. He's going to rise up and miss the floater. Carr, man, got long arms.
A juggling act to keep the ball in play.
Hanaszewski crosses over Tyson and then to the rim for 2, and Cruikshank is not happy about that.
Hanaszewski, who is the shortest one on the court, but is getting to the rim almost every single time he has the ball. He drives in and creates that contact. He's able to get his defender off of him and have a clean look at the rim.
And he's got some handles on him. Adome on the wing. Chiavello will drive to the rack here, initiate the contact, get it to roll into the double digits here for Nick Chiavello.
The ref was not having any of that flop right there. Chiavello was able to just bump the defender off and get a easy, strong hand finish.
And the Vikings respond quickly. It's fast-paced so far, just very indicative of the game that these two sides have played, 41-40, and there's a lot of points left to come. Backing down to the post, it's Chiavello again, goes up and under, doesn't get the lucky roll this time.
And if I'm Coach Schauer and the Wheaton Thunder, I want this game to be more fast-paced. I think Wheaton strives and is better in the transition than Augustana has shown tonight. I think Augustana does a better job in the half-court offense. I think if Wheaton can get them running and play at a pace that they want, they'll be able to go on a big run.
Colin Uvegas is going to get called for the foul. He was maybe thinking that, I think Carr's screen was illegal. And we're going to see him head to the bench. I think that's his 3rd foul. So He'll have to sit, and Amye Dome has 2, so that's the only other player to watch out for in terms of any sort of foul trouble.
There's a little point-blank miss from about 8 feet away, but Augustana is able to maintain possession after win off of Cruikshank and get an inbound right here.
They go immediately to Carr. Pump fake, has to dish it off, and it's stolen. Here comes Cruikshank. In and out. Luke Anthony blows the open layup. Can't believe it. And now the other way, it's going to be a wide open chance. No, Kayed Alioth back. Swatted off the backboard by Cruikshank. Can you believe it? It's just going back and forth.
Alioth was going for another highlight block right there.
Blocking foul there on Hanaszewski. Just couldn't quite keep up there. And that's a really good call from the official. And Carter Dua, Justin Bodorf set to check in. Bodorf, as you mentioned, Dalton 11 points. Tied with Chiavello for the game lead here, but he's done all of that off the bench. 7 minutes tonight, and he's been hard to stop.
He's been a very mobile forward tonight and is able to kind of get Alioth a little uncomfortable around the perimeter, get him to do whatever he wants in the paint too. So he just is, when he puts the ball on the ground, he's able to make a lot of moves that a lot of guards make for Wheaton.
Tyson, big contact, big shot. Doesn't let it phase him. And he enters double digits as well. Dua forces a switch, and now Bodorf to the rim. Justin Bodorf, what's he gonna do here? Nice pass down low. Good vision, good assist, and that one over to Tyler Knuth.
It's good patience there by Bodorf. It's easy for someone to get a little impatient and try to throw the ball away, but he allowed the play to develop and allowed a backdoor cut for an easy finish.
Cade working down low on Bodorf. He's got a bit of a size advantage there. Instead kicks it out to Sock, who misses the open triple. Bodorf once again. Into the corner, three-pointer long. Rebound falls to a Dome, who's going to look to push it up here. Stolen away by Hanaszewski. Can you believe this guy? He is everywhere. Over to Dua for 3, and he misses. Would have been a really nice play there. Hanaszewski, a defensive juggernaut at 5'9". He's really proving to be an excellent all-around ball player tonight. Tyson behind the back. Nothing but net. That's a beautiful shot, and Wheaton College and Coach Schauer will take their first time out of the night, up 45-42. What a second half so far, Dalton.
It has been fast-paced and just some great basketball to start off this second half, and Tyson Cruikshank is leading the charge now. Wheaton with, I think he has 14 points now, and he's just really doing anything he wants with the ball. He gets the defender to bite on a small fake and get to the spot he wants and pull up for a shot.
I'm interested to know sort of why Coach Schauer called this timeout. It seemed like Wheaton had some momentum over the Vikings. And ooh, some tough news here. Nick Chiavello limping back, clearly in a little bit of pain. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. He's a tough guy and he still has his jersey on, but he will not take the floor. We're going to see Spencer Peterson fill that big man role, and Nate Sock as well will stay on the court.
Hopefully it might just be a cramp that he might be walking off, but we'll see.
.41 left in the game. It's a big conference matchup, and this is going to be a very, very competitive CCIW down the stretch. So Augustana currently sits at 2-2 in this early conference season. Wheaton is up top at 4-1, but you think about it, you got teams Wheaton, Elmhurst, Illinois, Wesleyan, and North Central all could possibly be top 25 teams, and currently 3 of those teams are top 25. Wheaton, Elmhurst, and Illinois Wesleyan. And as I said, North Central, who defeated Illinois Wesleyan a couple weeks ago, they could definitely make a case to be in there. But Augustana, if they can pick up a win here on the road against Wheaton, a tough game against a good opponent, that can bode really well down the stretch when the seeding is determined for playoff matchups.
The CCIW is always the conference to watch for most sports, and basketball especially, with the powerhouse schools that we have in our conference.
Hanaszewski blocked by Cruikshank.
I think Cruikshank was a little tired of Hanaszewski kind of getting his way in the paint. So Tyson was able to send that back there and deny him.
Yeah, it's been a really fun matchup to watch all night. And Tyson, if he hits that three, nothing but net. You got to say he's winning it so far. And we're going to see a quick timeout as Hanaszewski went to ground. That's a big shot. And you can imagine if King Arena was full of fans right now, they'd be going wild.
They would be, and we're getting some great energy on the bench. We got Phil Lasherko from the football team mopping up and getting pumped up for the Wheaton basketball team as well. And Tyson Cruikshank is leading the charge with 17 points now. He is on fire. He's having a great stretch of games, and he's keeping it going right now tonight.
I'll just see a replay of this. I want to see what happened to Hanaszewski here. Oh, looks like he just got tripped on his own feet.
And no basketball player is going to miss a wide open look from the wing.
That's true. It's never happened. Coach Shower sporting the fantastic suit jacket that he always wears. Hasn't really had too much to complain about tonight, so that jacket has remained on his person and not on the floor.
He's made some good adjustments so far on the defensive end, and we'll see what he's drawn up out of this timeout to continue to grow this lead from 6.
And Coach Shower certainly has been blessed with some great players, but these players have been blessed with Coach Shower, I would say. He's shown an ability to develop certain guys, and you know, you're always going to have your just unbelievable talents, your Namier Domes, your Aston Francises, but players like Nick Chiavello and Eli Considine didn't play a lot their freshman year, but then came in their older ages. Just really shows a testament to this Wheaton program, how it's grown over the years. You know, a Final Four appearance in the Aston days is what they have to show for it, but they've been sort of rebranded as a CCIW powerhouse, almost in the same way that Augustana has lost that title. Of course, Augie was one of the better teams in the nation a couple of years ago for a bit of a stretch, but it's really good to see decent basketball returning to Wheaton College, and it's been that way for a little bit.
And in Aston Francis news, I saw he signed a G League contract over winter break. So that's great news for him. We wish him the best of luck in the G League, and hopefully he can get some looks from NBA teams.
Yeah, he was the MVP of the Georgian B League. I think it's called the Georgian Super League, so the second division of Georgian professional basketball. He was the MVP, named to the all-tournament team, and had obviously a great enough season to be seen by, what was the team? It's the Milwaukee something.
I don't know the name of the team, but yeah, it is Milwaukee, and he's back in the cold weather of the Midwest.
Maybe we'll see him make an appearance at a game this year.
Hopefully.
Spencer Peterson, 2 free throws from the line.
We've only had 5 free throws tonight, and Wheaton is perfect from the line.
Yeah, I can't believe the Vikings have yet to take a free throw in this game. It's been physical, not too many fouls called, but still. Pull-up J from the baseline. That one's good from Canoe. And the Vikings just really holding to that trend you noticed. Dalton, the bench scoring going off here.
And they are responsible for much more than half the points.
Cade going down low, he's doubled, able to switch over, but it was good defense in the end from the junior, Dan Carr. Here's Johnson. Anthony caught by the screen. Ortiz wanted the pick and roll. It's on Carr though, moving over, and he's going to get his first chance at a free throw tonight. He got Alioth, and nice work there from the big man.
These big men, Carr and Botter, are both showing that they have a lot of skill down low with some good footwork. Carr eyed him up there and was able to get the spin move to go up strong and get the foul.
First one good. Nami Adome in for Cruikshank, so they return him to the court. Remember, he's got those 2 fouls. Juvegas, who is also in, has 3. And with 11:27 left to go in the game, you got to gauge that a little bit if you're Coach Schauer. You want to play your best players, but you don't want to do anything that would disrupt the flow of the game.
And Alioth is also out there with 2 fouls, so there are 2 guys for the Wheaton Thunder in a bit of foul trouble, but they are veteran starters that know how to play when they have a few fouls.
Chiavello to Alioth, 7 on the shot clock, but they get it to Adome. Double team, baseline, hook, no good. Nami Adome with just 7 points on 30% shooting tonight.
We've seen this all night that Augustana, every time Wheaton gets the ball in the post, they're immediately doubling and collapsing. So I think Wheaton just needs to be a little more patient when they get the ball down the block and look outside and see where the open man is.
Adome looking maybe to go into the post. Kicks it out. Chiavello in the corner. No good. Rims out, and it's found by Knuth.
And Wheaton's been scoreless for the last almost 2 minutes as Augustana's gone on a bit of a run here to tie the game back up at 52.
Adome accepts the high screen, pick and roll. Alioth to the rim, and he's going to get called for a charge. Let's see this one again. No, that's a good call.
That was a good call. Knuth did a good job of sliding over. Great rotation. He just anticipated Alioth spinning towards the rim and was able to absorb the contact and take the charge.
Carr finds Dua, and now on the wing is Knuth. Back to Dua. High screen once again. They want to get it into Carr, and they do. 10 seconds on the shot clock as Carr puts up crazy shot there with Alioth all over him. And now the other way, Adome. Oh, to the rim. Cannot be stopped when he turns it on.
Got him with the crossover there to get the defender a step behind. And a much needed basket for Adome. Hopefully that gets him going. Hopefully he'll be able to start getting the scoring up. And if he hits his free throw, he'll join Cruikshank and Chiavello in double digits.
Off the mark, the first miss from the line for Wheaton tonight. And it leaves him with 9 points. Bodorf, meanwhile, is back into the game, looking to go to work. Into the corner, three-pointer rattles in. Another assist there, this time to Tyler Knuth. And we're talking a lot about Bodorf, but Knuth has quietly collected 11 points off the bench, and he's looked very strong on both ends of the ball. Nate Sock for 3, no good.
We can see Knuth chirping up a little bit with Sock on the way back on offense. He's a bit of a spark plug for the Augustana offense right now.
Bodorf to the rim. He's going to get hammered by Peterson, who could not keep up.
Bodorf with the right idea there. Instead of going to the opposite side of the hoop, he really has Peterson on his hip and is able to kind of slide back under and create that contact where he earns himself a trip to the line. A lot of the times you'll see somebody try to go up on the other side, but that results in a pretty heavily contested layup that's not going to be called as a foul.
Yeah, another chance to see that unorthodox shot of Bodorf. Like you said, that right hand almost just carries on through past the left arm. Whatever he's doing, though, it's working for him. He's got 13 points, very efficient shooting tonight. And he hits the second of 2 free throws.
This is where we really miss the Wheaton fan section, where they can get loud and distract the people shooting at the free throw line.
Here's a dome behind the back, able to free up some space and elevate. Gets the 2, and it looks like Namye Adome is coming alive here in the second half.
And as a preseason All-American, that's expected of him. If he has a tough first half, he's going to come out firing and not lose that confidence that he's had all year.
Meanwhile, Tyson collects another block. He's not really known for his blocking ability. You know, he does play point guard, but man, he is defensively better than I think he's ever looked. And here he comes the other way. Challenged by Bodorf, who then has to leave Alioth alone. Euro step to the rim and 1.
And he stares down Bodorf as he converts that. A little nod to the European Basketball Association as he does a little Euro step there, earns himself another chance at an and 1. And that puts him in double figures, and he has 8 rebounds to go along with that, so hopefully you can see another double-double from Cade.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some research and see if he ever studied abroad. That was a sweet, sweet move. And his free throw for the first time tonight does not fall the correct way. Wheaton controls with only a 2-point lead here. Under 8 to go. And Knuth tries from the other end. Thought he got hacked. Nothing called from the referee. Adome switches things on here. Tried to pass it to Alioth in the corner in Vegas. Can't quite get there in time.
And what Augustana has done all night is they've just been really seamless with their rotations on the defensive side. They've been able to communicate well and switch to the defender that's uncovered, or the offensive player that's uncovered, and they've just been really seamless with their transitions and their rotations. It's making it difficult for Wheaton to get really anything going when there's always an Augustana player around and switching onto them.
Here is Bodorf driving inside on Alioth, and a wild pass looking for his coach there. Throws it out of bounds. His coach looked disgusted. Look at Coach Jesse here.
I think Bodorf thought his coach might have had a couple more years of eligibility and wanted to get him an open look from deep.
Maybe with the COVID regulations, he discovered a long lost year. Maybe he was checking in. The days of the player manager, they're not too far behind us. Adome stripped by Bodorf. Oh,
wow. I thought he was about to shoot that.
That was a deep 3 from Ortiz. He only has 2 points on the night, despite being a starter. Bodorf, beautiful shot off the glass. Get this kid more minutes.
That is just textbook right there. These big men on Augustana are really skilled, and that's where the Vikings have been playing through all night. They try to get the ball to either Carr or Bodorf, and it's working.
Tyson to the rim. Steps back, it's short. He was always going to be short there. And the score is tied. Luke Johnson looking to correct that. And they're going to call a timeout instead, looking to get Dan Carr checked back into the game, but the Vikings have tied it up. They're riding on a little bit of momentum here, and as always, this has been one of the better games we've seen all season.
It has been. It was a little under 6.5 minutes left in this game with a tie ball game. We'll see what Coach Schauer can draw up here out of the timeout to hopefully get an easy look at the rim, some off-ball movement, maybe some off-ball screens, and get a cutter down the lane and feed them with a bounce pass for an easy layup. But we'll see what they can drop out of this timeout. But the story of the night is just Bodorf off the bench with Augustana. He has 16 points, shooting 7 of 9 from the field with that little nice kiss off the glass from the baseline. I think after passing it to the coach, he knew he had to make up for the turnover. Was able to make up for it with a nice move and a good finish to tie the ball game back up.
That high screen set again by Carr, difficult to get around him. He's going to want this three, and it's not going to go in. So Cruikshank will pick it up and come the other way. Here's Tyson spinning around, looking for someone to dump the ball off to. It is a dome, and going to ground somewhat easily there is Ortiz.
That is just not the right call there. I'm sorry, you can't call that a charge, and that puts a dome at 3 fouls now. Alioth, a dome, and U Vegas all have 3 fouls. And we'll see what we can do on the defensive side to create a turnover and get the ball back.
Hanaszewski working off of that high screen once again. And on the wing, just like you said, an open three-pointer on the wing, never missed. Luke Johnson hits his first three of the night, 1 for 1 for the senior. Cade, triple team, able to find Cruikshank in the corner. And one, I think Johnson got him on the trip down. We'll see it again.
You see Hanaszewski really try to jump that pass into the block to Alioth, and he just took his time, found Cruikshank, and he just splashed the three from the corner. Gets a chance for a 4-point play.
It's a pretty big swing here. And they do send it up, and it does find its way home.
We got another timeout. We'll see what Shower wants to drop on the defensive side to try to get some sort of stop.
Those timeouts, they're creeping back up on us, Dalton. We had some complaints. We filed some complaints last year, especially with volleyball, and with then going into the basketball season, there were just too many timeouts. It really does kill the pace of the game a little bit.
It does. I think they get as many timeouts as they want until the refs decide to start throwing out technicals here and there.
Somebody told us how many they actually get, and I couldn't believe it. It was like 5 per half or something.
Crazy.
Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was 4 per half. I don't even know. In fact, I got a computer in front of me. I can look it up.
On the floor now, we have Luke Anthony, Tyson Cruikshank, Nick Chavello is back in the game, Cade Alioth, and Namie Adome. A great lineup on the floor, a lot of versatility, and everyone can guard every position. So we'll see how this lineup affects the game now.
Oh, man.
My goodness.
Some fun celebrations there on the Augie bench. That was fun to watch.
Those are back-to-back threes that Johnson has hit.
This is not the time you want to start giving up open looks from behind the arc. Cade unable to get it to work against the smaller Ortiz. Excuse me, that was Giliberto. Hanaszewski off the screen. He hits it, so 8 quick points. And we're going to see another quick timeout. That's not ever what you want to see out of a timeout. 66-62, Augustana.
Augustana came out of that timeout with some great plays, and Johnson firing up a quick three, really contested by Dome, and then saw Hanaszewski there from the elbow. A little stop on the dime and pull up for a nice smooth jumper. And they went on a little run there out of the timeout, and now it was up 4. 4.5 minutes to go. But this is the time where Coach Shower gets the chance to show off his coaching skills and adjust his defense where they need to, and adjust the offense as well to drop a play for a quick basket, and then hopefully the Wheaton Thunder defense can get a little turnover here.
Vikings slow to come out of their timeout still. There is Coach Shower. Sioux Jacket's still on. He's got a bit of a task ahead of him. Looks like the Vikings are heating up at the worst time. If you're a Wheaton fan, 66-62 72-62. They're on a 5-0 run. They've hit 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts.
And now we see Augustana in a press.
Oh, man. You know, sometimes you can just shake things up just enough to throw you off your comfort zone.
Yeah, the press really was pretty much a soft press. I think it was mostly just to kill some time off the shot clock for the Wheaton Thunder and to give them less time on the half-court set.
7 on the shot clock. Chiavello's got it at the high post. Double team, finds a wide open Luke Anthony. No good. And that was a tough one to miss there from Anthony.
That's the person you want taking that shot right there and just unable to convert, but a good look nonetheless.
Oh, Johnson to the rim, blows the open layup. Picked it up a little too early. Almost was another 2 points for Johnson, who has come alive in this last final period. He's got 10 points tonight. Shooting just under 50%. Cruikshank in the corner, quick pull. And he misses as well. Ortiz over to Giliberto. Augustana with all of their starters in right now. And in the corner for 3, drills it. Oh, can you believe it? Giliberto, his 5th point of the night.
Wow.
He's been quiet, but he knows how to make him count.
And the whole night, Augustana's been working it inside.
And Chiavello, strong down lows. Nice vision once again from Cade.
Not a good double there by Augustana. Gilberto left his defender right at the block, and Chiavello was just sitting there calling for it.
Carr, long 2. And that one's good. Augustana cannot miss.
A 7-point lead and 2.5 minutes left. Wheaton needs to find an answer on the defensive side. They're just leaving guys open, and Augustana is also hitting some contested shots in this game.
Chiavello once again to the rim, and he's going to pick up the foul.
Whenever they collapse and start that double, whoever's man goes down for that double needs to do exactly what Chiavello did there and cut back door and look for a feed.
Got to make those free throws count in crunch time. Can't quite get it to work. Vegas back in for Anthony.
Wheaton's been good from the line all night until the last few trips. They've had a couple key misses.
0 for 2 from the line from Chiavello. Brutal stuff. And Hanaszewski dips it off. Vikings growing in confidence here in King Arena. And those screens from Carr just really hard to get around right now. Stolen away by Cruikshank. They got to make this trip count here. A dome for 3. Nami a dome. They needed that one, and we're going to see a timeout very quickly. It's going to bring the game to a 4-point game, and just look at that. In stride, pulling up, no questions asked. 14 points on the night for a dome.
And a dome having a bit of an off night as a leading scorer, you just can't leave him open because he can catch fire at any moment and comes up with a big 3 to cut this lead down to 4 in the last 2 minutes. A dome who's averaging on the season, I believe he's averaging 22 points. Tonight he only has 14. And on an off night, having 14 points with still some time left is still a good showing from preseason All-American.
It's all about composure from here on out. Can Augustana continue their offensive surge here? They've got the ball under 2 minutes to go and a 4-point lead. This Wheaton team, though, will not give up easily, especially at home. They're definitely going to be looking at their postseason prospects. They weren't expecting that loss against Barry. They're not going to want to take another loss here, especially in conference play.
Wheaton is doing a good job of just kind of keeping them out by the volleyball line.
Carr up to the rim, And Cruikshank poked his hand in there and I think got picked up for the foul after Carr pulled down his own rebound.
The foul should be on the floor. It should not be a shooting foul.
I think they might be in the bonus now. But it looks like they're setting up on the floor, so that must have been the 6th foul there. Or maybe the 5th, I'm not sure, it doesn't matter.
Man.
Another 2, this time once again from Knuth. He has been outstanding all night long. Can the dome come the other way? He can't, front rimmed. There's a quick shot and a quick miss. Vikings lead is back up to 6. Driving to the rim, blocked by Cade, and then the ball just trickles out, and Hanaszewski smartly is going to let it slide. Not sure what the call is here.
See, Schauer was jumping up and down on the sideline. I don't know what the call is.
It looks like it's going to be Vikings.
I think the issue was they reset the shot clock when they should not have. So it's going to go back to 7 seconds on the shot clock and 46 seconds left in the game.
Quick dribbles from Hanaszewski to the rim, blocked once again by Cruikshank, who's got to get a move on here. Here's Tyson. Step back 3. Tyson Cruikshank got it!
Oh my goodness! What a shot by Cruikshank, and there's a 1 second differential, and they're going to foul and send Hanaszewski to the line.
That was a nice shot there. A lot of confidence in Tyson Cruikshank tonight.
Cruikshank was eyeing that all the way up the court. So he had the smaller Hanaszewski on him. Did a nice little dribble move, crossover, and pulled up from deep. Was able to connect. The lead is now down to 3, and it just lies on Hanaszewski's shoulders, and if he can make these free throws or not.
Makes the first one definitely a different game when the fans are gone.
Don, we might need to head down there and start jumping around, making some noise.
There's one fan there, and doesn't look too interested in fanfare. 2 for 2 from the line. That's tough. We're going to see a quick timeout called once again. As Coach Schauer discusses with his staff on what to do here. Thunder have really let the game get away from them now. Vikings up 5 here. It was definitely a late game surge. It was tough to see it coming, but some of those shots were pretty wide open. The Carr make, the Hanaszewski make a couple possessions ago, and those are going to be the ones that Thunder players remember after tonight if this game doesn't go their way. 75-70 here. If you're joining us here on WTSN, bringing you live coverage of CCIW men's basketball here at King Arena.
Yeah, as you said, Don, you don't really know. I mean, it started to come in the second half where Wheaton really was controlling the game for most of this half, and then Augustana caught fire with a couple makes going their way, a couple bounces on loose balls going their way too, and just those points add up, especially the wide open looks that aren't going to be missed at this level of play. And Wheaton really needs to find something here, quick 3, and then a quick foul, hopefully get a miss there. It's only a 1 possession game. I think we'll see a dome bring the ball up and probably a double screen on the baseline for Cruikshank to get out to the corner for a 3. We'll see Chiavello and Cade. Yep.
It is Cruikshank. It does go to Cade, who will try the 3-pointer and make it. Maybe not the first choice to take the 3 there, but once again, Wheaton's shooting well now. And they're going to get Johnson on the foul. Luke Anthony is going to intentionally get him, and he will go to the line.
Alioth did a really good job there of seeing that his defender jumped out on Cruikshank in the corner, so he popped out to the wing. And Don, I said it earlier tonight, you're not going to see a wide open wing 3 missed.
Luke Johnson is 80%, nearly 80% on the season. Not the guy you want to send to the line here. And he makes the first one, but this is the free throw that matters, a crucial point that would separate this into a 4-point game, a 2-possession game. It's up and it's good, nothing but net. 16 seconds on the shot clock, or excuse me, on the game clock. Alioth tries again for 3, and this one's no good. Adome wrestling for it. It falls to Giliberto, and Hanaszewski will dribble it away, and Carr goes up for the dunk. You gotta respect the way that it's finished here, and the Vikings will come into King Arena, take on the number 10 Wheaton College Thunder, and they will take the victory here, improving to 3-2 on the season in conference play. They improved to 8-6 overall in the season. Wheaton takes their 3rd loss of the season. They're down to 12-3, 4-2 in the CCIW. Just a very, very exciting game all around. Certainly one of the games of the season, you could say, and the conference is always going to be that good. But now we will send it down to the court for an interview with Coach Schauer.
Coach Schauer. Coach Schauer, not the game you want to see, but what are some key takeaways you can have from here tonight that you can take to Saturday night against North Central?
You're going to learn to just ask me what I think. I thought they deserved to win, and if you give up 79 points at home, it's going to be tough to beat a team, and there's nothing to take away from it.
Thank you. And for us here at WTSN, thank you for joining us, and make sure to join us back on Saturday night at 7 o'clock against North Central. Thank you, and have a great night.